Matter.
So I've seen the government, press conference led by the Attorney General and that of the counter one. Let me say this very clearly. Maybe sometimes people misunderstood us. I, as a Ghanaian, as a member of the MPP, and I know most MPP, we are not there to defend people who have taken even one city from Ghana if it doesn't belong to them. So for me, there is nothing wrong of the government going for anyone who has actually, if there's evidence to prove that any member of the previous government has even taken one city that doesn't belong to him but belongs to Mother Ghana, they ought to remove it. They ought to take it away from that person. And whatever punishment the person deserves, we don't have problem with that. So let's make that clear. So people will think we are just defending members of the MPP who have stolen money from government. No. But why we say is that we need to remind the NDC government that those powers that they are using are drawn from the Constitution. Likewise, the individual liberty is equally drawn from Chapter 5 of the 1992 Constitutions. That due process would need to be implemented when executing those powers given to them. And if you look at the nature of the press conference that was held, you don't need to be a lawyer before you know that there was something wrong. Because we have something we call presumption of innocence. These are still allegations. Presumption of innocence is very paramount. The press conference, the information that was given, the guy has already been convicted in the court of public opinion. Why don't we want people to be convicted in the court of public opinion? Tomorrow, if you look at our judicial system, it's mostly a common law system, meaning that some of the principles that have been implemented in England and Wales for thousands of years have now drawn to us. The one we can just look at is the Magna Carta, Chapter 15. Over there, individuals have the right to what? Jury trial. His own peers will listen to the information presented by the state and to make a decision whether the state is right or wrong. If the state is wrong, they'll send the guy away. And one thing we don't want to do is that we don't want to pollute the minds of those peers. Say that when it's time for trial and we are picking them from the members of society, they would have already made up their mind that the guy is guilty before even listening to you in court. Simply because the Attorney General has given so much information that he more or less convicts him in the court of public opinion. That's where we have a problem. And almost every civilized democracy, that aspect is there. Because we want to make sure that the Attorney General rightly convict people who are guilty and set free those who are what? Innocent. Or when they are innocent, you are setting them free. You do not defame them forever.
Okay.
That's what the minority is talking about.
Okay.
Deal with them fairly. And that is what we are talking about. We are not protecting corrupt people among us.
All right. Kuluka.
Yes.
Why are you trying people in the media? Why?
No. You see, has trial started?
And damaging their reputation.
No. Has trial started? Has any matter been sent to court?
He says trial by media.
No. They are saying they are trial by media.
Yes. It says press persecution.
You see, our friends in the NPP, especially the lawyers who are talking, and Daku, MP. You see, sometimes the hypocrisy, and the pretense. You see, when you look their stature and pedigree, it doesn't match. Unless they decide that it is politics, so they will do it. I think now they have found their law books, where they now can read and say that there's rule of law. There are fundamental human rights. And it cannot be done. Their reputation awareness. So when they were doing it in 2017 about Opuni, Thompson, all the cases, and he was not in court, and we said, listen, that one they couldn't advise, or their law books were not there by that time. They had not read on this topic. At that time, they had not read on. You see how they want to. You see, when it is them, the goalpost must shift. Look, I'm coming. Oh, wait, please. Now, what the Attorney General did, Moro, if somebody accuses, let's say me, that have defrauded him or have stolen his money, and they take me to court, do you ever hear the media, anybody saying that? They say, oh, Adu has defrauded, and it is not public interest, right? We are talking about taxpayers' money. The Attorney General is the one who is the principal government legal advisor. He says that I have done investigations. What I have suggests this to me, and he's informing the public about the monies. Informing the public that so far this is what I have. Who is the arbiter when we go to court? It is the judge who will determine that every offense has an element. You have to prove the elements. If it is 3 elements, let's say stealing.
No.
Right?
In this case.
No, I'm coming.
You're going to mislead the public.
No, what mislead? It's the matter in court. He's informing his people that we said these people, ABCD, this is what we have done. We are
the judge is a
them.
tribunal of the law.
Are we
and
in
the
the
jury is a tribunal of facts.
Who says it's the jury? Who says it's jury that we are doing? Who says that the case is before court and is before jury or before a judge?
Eventually, you'll be drawn from the public.
That is why when you go to court, the matter is pending before the court. You, the lawyer doing the case, by ethics, you are not allowed to say anything in the media. That is why the journalists are allowed to report. So you, the lawyer doing the case, by ethics, you are not allowed to speak to the media. Because while you are trying the matter in court, but the matter is not even in court now. This is just the indication.
They set the guy free. After the media set him free. There's no, there's no objective.
And he's telling you that this is what I have done so far. This is the information I have. There is 7 or 39 million or 49 million that an individual has taken under the guise of signing a contract for and on behalf of the institution. This is where the money we suspect it has gone. And he's giving information to the public and he say it is wrong. Now they've gone to read their books, law books, now they know that it is wrong. So when we say the man, this is the amount he's taken. If you're a lawyer, you know the man hasn't taken any money. All I'll say is, I'm waiting for my day in court. All I'm waiting is that do your investigations and try me. But you don't stop me and say I cannot inform the people who I'm acting for and on behalf, that I cannot inform them that that is what they're saying. So
the
what are the human
rights? Information you are giving. No, we are complaining. Not that there's a case.
It is his way that he's decided that he wants to inform the people, right? Okay. That this is what he's got.
And there's a good way. There's a bad way.
The people are saying that listen, we believe, or there's perception that these people have looted our money.
Okay.
Now he says that I have done investigation. So far, I've seen that 49 million has gone into these hands. This is what I've seen. Okay. It is for him to go and prove in court. Okay. And prove the element. Okay. You see, when you're in public service, you should know that at the end of the day, you account for your stewardship. So if the time comes and you are being called, come and account for your stewardship, and my hands are not tainted, I'm clean, I will just come and say my hands are not tainted.
You say he's guilty.
So, no, who has said he's guilty? He never said so. He said so far what he's seen.
He didn't use the word guilty, but he has said it now.
You see, you're putting there. He didn't say so far what he's seen. All right. And he says even the national service, they are singing songs. You know why? Because when they go to the investigation, today they say this, the shift goes, they say this. All in the name that there is some money and he gives information. Okay. Taxpayers' money. So today, if they are jumping the minority, they have seen that it was wrong. So I think that when the trial starts, I don't expect the Attorney General to be coming to the media as it was previously done. Okay. No. Because when it happens that way, maybe the PRO and others will tell them this so far, this has been done. This is it. Because the state also has an interest to know whether the system, you are being fair to the people or you're not. Okay.